Greetings from somewhere. I am your host of this oddball of a show, Dylan. I am joined today by Sperg Snake.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me. And I started messing with my camera right before we went on air, and I'm tempted to mess with it again, but it's good enough. We're going to go forward as it is. I've been doing the AI art for the thumbnails for a couple of months now. Our buddy Hackride was recommending that. And I had my style before this. This is one of the ones I am more happy with. I also have been working around what you can and cannot say on Twitch, because I can't say Sperg Snake, S Snake. I made that adjustment, and we are still not live on Twitch because apparently you can't go live with a show called Gangbang Audition. So.
Yeah, the title is pretty straightforward.
I believe I might already be demonetized. So when I started making the opening with this thumbnail and it was just focused on boobs, wonderful boobs by Grok, by the way, low cut top. If you're looking for the secret for Grok to make some fantastic boobies, low cut top. And they did the hands pretty well because I wanted these people to be awkward and not sure. You said, "What's the fat lady doing there?" The AI messed up. No, it did not. I told the AI, put a fat woman behind these people because that's what the guys are all nervous about. They signed up to do this with this lady, the one in the back. That's what makes them like, ah, shit. I even got myself in the mindset like, yes, I can touch balls for this lady here for what we're about to do. But oh boy, who's got who? All right, damn it!
I'll flip you for it. Matt in the chat said that AI can't do hands, and they did okay here, except for my left hand. I have no thumb. I have 4 fingers and a pinky.
I didn't consider either one of those guys us. Initially, I was trying to get... Grok was having trouble with the numbers of 6 guys and 2 women. So I eventually gave up on that and ended up with a threesome. I'm like, that's kind of a gangbang, but that's kind of a threesome. So I need... And everyone looks proper. They look like unsure. They want to do this. They don't want to do this. That's why we needed... the old fatty in the back. Hey, now it's a gangbang. You don't even need her. You only need me and one of you guys, and it's still a gangbang. Look at the size of me.
So, what prompt did you use for that? I know you couldn't say a fat chick. Did you have to say, like, morbidly obese person?
I think I did say fat woman. There is a fat woman behind them. I think it was pretty easy to get that one on there. And low cut top. It has done me well so many times. I did want them actually moving the couch because the prompt was the fat woman and the 2 men are moving the couch with a petite blonde on the couch. But this is fine. This gets across the point of a gangbang audition. Which is actually in line with my channel. I've been doing co-host auditions, and now it's a gangbang audition exclusively on Rumble.
Yeah, that is a Rumble exclusive. It came out pretty good.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, even that's a bit far for Rumble. Our buddy 2K has let me know. Boobs, yes. He does the Skinamax theater. So penetration, no, but simulated penetration, yes. That is what you can get away with. Oh, and before we get too far away, Annie O'Ryan dropping in first, saying this opening sounds like Parav Stellar. I've got to go back and see what tags I gave it, because you're absolutely right. There's some, I believe I'm saying that name right, Parav. That's how I've always said Parav Stellar. Might be saying it wrong. But yeah, good shit of like swing music mixed with hip hop. I definitely want that as a soundtrack for one of my future movies. And when I say one of my future movies, this, could just be Bimmy style future movies.
Are you a filmmaker? Are you curating your films right now?
I have a big old book of ideas. Some of them are very complete. Some of them, like mushroom tits, are not complete at all. That's just a very thin outline of like a trauma-esque movie where mushrooms have evolved, and some of them look very much like busty naked women for men to come in and get close, and then the mushrooms, they attack and they have their enzymes and eat them alive. I don't have much in there except for one of the scenes. I suppose that's how we would sell it. Is we've got the one scenes with the scene with these wonderful mushroom tits, and then a kill scene. That's all we had the money for. Some boobies and one kill scene. Will you give us some more money?
Sex followed by violence. That should sell. That's your pitch.
I think that's the only gory type of thing I have in my big book of ideas. There's a lot of shitty sitcoms. I do love me a shitty sitcom. Oh, I was about to segue into one of our clips, and I don't have the proper folder open. So bad on me for that. We'll just
Terrible
have to
producer.
vamp some more. So, Gangbang Audition, Sperg, those are names that are not allowed on Twitch.
Yes,
and
that's where
we
we
will,
started.
yeah, we will find out more as we go along. Oh, I see what I'm doing here.
The thing with that is like it won't let you say Sperg in the title or in the chat, but my username, it's okay. Like
over on Twitch, are you Sperg Snake?
Yep. I mean, it's all one word, but still. I mean, you can't put motherfucker; they'll know that.
And it's funny words like the slow adult word. We'll have some slow adult speed dating tomorrow, so look forward with that with 2K. We've got some different madness for you today. But yeah, saying slow adult, saying the soft tard as I do. I don't put the re on it, trying to get around these silly rules. I refuse to say unalive unless it's referencing someone else saying that. There's plenty of ways to say it, and of course, now we've got the in-joke of not hitting continue on life. But before then, there was plenty other ways to say it, of the self-deletion, I would say before that. Unaliving. Ugh, fucking asshole.
Yeah,
Can we not sound like children?
Yeah, I hate the replacement words. It's like that Saturday matinee television movie. You mother fruit.
Revenge.
Some of those, I'm certain I've mentioned this on the show before. The Big Lebowski censorship. Do you see what happens, Larry, when you find a stranger? When you fuck a stranger in the ass? Do you see what happens, Larry, when you find a stranger in the Alps?
I wish I could find that.
It was on Comedy Central. I remember early Comedy Central, where it's kind of lax. It seemed like someone was kind of lazy. Like Airheads, there would be middle fingers when we first got it, and then a couple of years later, Airheads, the middle fingers were blurred out. And a fuck man. There was one fuck man after the dude got the coffee cup thrown at his head by the police. That was one fuck that made it through on Comedy Central.
I remember when they first started premiering on Comedy Central. Oh, we're allowed to say shit, and so like South Park did an episode. Yeah, and Mr. Garrett was saying shoot, just, and the counter in the corner of the screen was just rolling.
Hey, Jimbo, when you said fag, it didn't bleep. You want to go make out, you fruit?
That's a good one. Oh boy.
Oh, thanks for dropping in, Bobby Fran. Melon farmer is his favorite replacement word. I remember on regular radio on 98 Rock Baltimore, they would talk about your neighbor when referring to one of the words you can't say. So this neighbor was working his way across the road very slowly.
Sup, neighbor?
Exactly. You got it. And now I don't have a segue into this first clip, but Since we're already demonetized, I used to do this Hope Corps stuff at the beginning of my show. Apparently, YouTube has decided, no, there's revenue sharing, or your monetization is done. So, since this is already the Gangbang Audition episode, why not get this one in here? We're already not going to make money.
Revenge makes it sound so negative. I like to call it DIY justice. Maybe I don't have the right tools or the certifications and the outcome's a little bit messier than I had planned, but I'm an independent woman who got a job done.
Whoa, she built that mountain?
She is very proud of herself for that revenge. Do not downplay it as if this is some type of just female hobby. No, this is a female career path. This revenge I'm going on. Thanks for dropping by, Ding Lizard. Talking Gangbang, a rap group here has the line, "Your lady is picking mushrooms and not just in the woods." That's a fun one. And thank you for dropping €2, I believe that is. I am a little bit dyslexic on things that aren't the American dollar or the Turkish lira. Thank you, Howard Stern, for giving me the information I need to know on how to become a Turkish millionaire. Ding Lizard just wanted to reward your show, you flags. It is a bit of a flagget fest. I can't say that, can I? I enjoy making up that word. I can't say that on YouTube, can I? That's a Rumble exclusive word.
I think the OG flagget was Owen Benjamin many moons ago. Porcelain did a thing on him and called him a flagget.
Yeah, that makes sense. That it's already a thing with Owen Benjamin. He would be the flagget.
Yes. Yeah. What a weirdo! I didn't know he dated Christina Ricci. All kinds of weird shit in his past.
It's when you hear about some of the guys, how they get around. David Flair, the wrestler, was one of Stacy Keibler's first. So I am quite jealous of that. Test. He had basically. I'm just jealous that Stacy Keibler was hanging around Baltimore, and me nor one of my buddies are wiener cousins with any of these people because she is a piece of ace.
Oh yeah. Wait, what do we got? What's this? Oh, women with knives are hot. Yeah, that's what I just got distracted by.
We've got our next clip. She is. This one has just started. We've got Elise here. POV. Your intrusive thoughts took over.
What is this called?
That's a woman who you take home and you will never come out of that home again. And she will win me over with her charm and her just pure lunacy, because I am a crazy person. I am attracted to other crazy people, and sometimes it's the wrong damn type of crazy.
She owns a love knife, definitely. Will catch you in your sleep and stab you multiple times. No
and
fewer than 100, probably.
This one a bit more. Well, the last one was educational. Stay the fuck away from this lady. She likes drowning her cookies. She will certainly love drowning you in the toilet when you least expect it. This one a bit more educational.
Called
a brown bird.
Sparrow.
Ooh, sparrow.
Sparrow.
Okay.
What is this called?
A gray bird.
Pigeon. Pigeon.
Pigeon.
What is this called?
Blackbird.
Crow. Crow. What is this called?
A big bird.
Eagle. Eagle.
Eagle.
What is this called?
A color bird.
Parrot. Parrot.
Colorbird.
That makes sense. A very colorful bird, but that did take me back to the birds of 1940s, 1950s America, that color bird.
What is this called?
Murdering.
Owl.
It's absolutely equal. This bird feeder, it may not sit up as high, the spring may not be as strong, but it is equal for both you crows and parrots and all of the proper colored birds.
Owl. What is this called?
A tuk-tuk bird.
Woodpecker. Woodpecker. What is this called?
A duck.
It's like she knew. I think she might know some things, and she's kind of aware that can be used for cocks. She's definitely learning new words, but no. Wood and pecker together? What's next? A cum boner? Is that the next bird, America?
I just got the subtitle too. I used to watch Bobby Lee's podcast, and I think tuk tuk means something that us round eyes don't really know. I think that's referring also to, self-service or having somebody do that for you with their hands.
Oh, so she's got some jokes
pretty
for her Mandarin? Is she speaking Mandarin? Let's call it Mandarin. For her Mandarin speakers, the tug bird.
Yes.
Woodpecker, tug actually makes sense there.
Yes. Very clever joke.
Woodpecker. What is this called?
A duck.
Duck.
Yes.
Duck.
Yeah.
What is this called?
Another duck.
Goose. Goose. What is this called?
Two birds.
Seagull. Seagull.
She's not wrong.
No, she's being very literal and matter of fact with her answers. Yeah, I think this might be a little bit of a play on a bit, if you will, as it were.
She was getting sensual about it. She's not so sexual about these birds, but about 3 birds ago, she was really getting sensual about it.
I'm into that Korean bird.
What is this called?
Blackbirds.
Swallow. Swallow. What is this called?
Saraski.
Swan. Swan. What is this called?
One-legged bird.
Flamingo. Flamingo.
Okay, that one's my favorite one so far. One-leg bird. Let's get to the
that's
no-leg
pretty
bird. That we call this one the George Reeves.
What is this called?
Colorful chicken.
Peacock.
Oh.
Peacock.
Dude, I never noticed this about this. It has English on the top, and it has Chinese on the bottom. Crossbred.
That was really good.
So it's nice that we've got a language lesson across too. We got about birds, and we got Caro's Rid. Matt Hibner, he is already keen
really likes her.
to that because he really like her. The bird lady, that is.
Ringo. What the fuck? No, I gotta see that again.
Yeah, that calls for a replay, and her face is fun too. Like, whoopsie! Did I do that? It is an Urkel. Did I do that? Let's take it from this one. Let's take it from this one. Why not? This one was fun. Let's hear it again.
It has English on the top, and it has Chinese on the bottom. Crossbred.
Okay, motorcycle. Oh, dude, where did that fucking guy even come from? That's crazy.
It appears this guy is very much. Yeah, he's definitely going the wrong way. She's going that way, and in between the next bike. Wow! I can
that
make
guy's
it.
like
I can make it. POV: How to get away with parking in a disabled spot.
Yeah, I actually do. I just forget mine to go home.
Oh, that's all right. I'm just checking because I've got one.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
But some people
Yeah.
park here where they don't have a sticker. It makes me angry.
Yeah, I can't talk. I'm sorry.
That's okay,
Thank
sweetheart.
you.
You dumb cunt. Flip note.
So we've got what was this? This was the precursor to Mario Maker. The NES had the Mario Paint, I believe it was. Did you ever
Yeah.
play with that?
Yes, I did play with Mario Paint a little bit. It was a game my cousin had. Or rented. I should say he rented it for a weekend so we could play with it.
Okay, so maybe you didn't get as in depth as this, because this guy looks like he has some good animation of the turtle.
No, what he specifically is using is called Flipnote Studio. It's
Oh,
on
okay,
the
that's different.
DS, 3DS. Yeah.
All right, a 3DS. I couldn't make this shit there with my Mario Paint. I'd be shit out of luck then.
Yeah. It goes so quick, and you see that one splotch of red just go.
Yeah, out of control, and that splotch of red. Make sure that it doesn't go by without you knowing. And now let's see what that looks like in real life. At the CarMax in Inglewood.
Did he just try to steal a car from a lot? Like a CarMax, using our car rental. This motherfucker out here. Wow.
So
That is
that was
unreal.
a little check-in from some vehicular manslaughter. I believe I called that compilation "Vindictive Women" is what I called that compilation. Kicking it off with the lady giving us advice that revenge is not petty. No. It is a career path. And ending with 2 car crashes, a Koopa Troopa and a person in Inglewood. I think that was California. There's an Inglewood, Florida, too, I believe. I'm going to go Inglewood, California.
I'm with you. I vote Inglewood, California. That's exactly what that looked like.
So,
Dude, it was straight up out of Grand Theft Auto or something. He's just like, oh, let me take this car for a quick joyride. And wreck the whole place.
I'm looking forward to see what the new dynamics are of stealing a car. It sounds like in GTA 6, like your car is more your car. It'll stay where you parallel park it. It'll stay in that garage. So, just very meekly, like it won't be out this year. It's going to be out next year. Forget what
At
we
least
said.
they're being smart about it. Yeah. They're not trying to set up. You saw what happened with Cyberpunk. Everybody was like, oh, this game's going to be great. And then it dropped and everybody hated it because it was unfinished. So hopefully Rockstar don't fuck this up.
They've got they had such a good their relationship with their fans was so good. To me, they really hurt that with the trilogy, the definitive trilogy. I was like, I trust you guys. But no, that was released last minute because some DLC wasn't coming in time for the holidays, and it was clear as fucking day after the fact. You can win back my fan trust, but and the fact that they've only been releasing DLC to the GTA Online for a decade? Now.
Yeah, easily. And yeah, that really disappointed me that they stopped adding on to the main campaign. I do like the online, but it's like with everything else, you get mowed down real quick if you got a bunch of trolls in the lobby.
They did promise there was going to be some DLC, but they just ended up putting that DLC online as well because we're making this big thing of online. This is where the money is, guys. This one-time charge for a single-player campaign. No. We're done with that single campaign player shit. See you next game.
Yep. Yeah, that's basically the logic there. And games as a service is definitely becoming a widespread thing.
The ones that have the DLC that's literally like kilobytes. That's a Switch. Like it's on the fucking disc. The first time I experienced that was Katamari. Katamari on the 360 had a few downloadable stages, and not a single one of them, all combined, they were not a megabyte, I don't think. I just paid for them to flip the switch to on. unless you give me a couple of bucks, this switch is off. You want it on? Couple of bucks.
Unreal. It's thank you, Howard Hughes. Or his dad. He's the one that started that shit. Howard Hughes' father was a inventor, and he made certain drill bits for boring. And instead of patenting the idea and selling the patent, he leased it out to other boring companies. And that's how they got
I know.
rich, man.
I know the Boring Company. I'm aware of what they're doing out there in Los Angeles.
Absolutely. Go now.
So
I have tubes underground and go real fast.
we could use some tubes out in Los Angeles. That fucking traffic is killer. That's one of the things that got me to move out of Los Angeles. Was you look at what the trains were back before all the automotive companies bought them and ripped up the tracks. You could get around, and now it's just fucking hell to get around. I recently took a trip back up to Maryland, and I only planned, it was last minute because I didn't have shit going on. Let me come see family up in Maryland. Had no intention of staying, but I had a friend who was really selling me hard. Come help me with my lease. You can live in my basement. I'll change shit around. And he was giving me the hard sell. And he got to one thing where I was like, maybe. Because there's a lot of things of why I don't live in Maryland. I have family there, and we get along great for a week at a time. And we will continue getting along great for a week at a time. So I asked you, if I had it up in the air and was coming to your neck of the woods, what's the hard sell? Before I get to the hard sell that he gave me, what's a big old hard sell to be like, hey, help me out with my mortgage, move into this room, and here's what we have to offer.
Well, in your case, Cleveland's just big enough. We keep making jokes about how big acts get overlooked, or they'll just turn around and not even show up here. First, Cleveland's a great location. It's like 500 miles from anywhere important. A quick half an hour plane flight. There's the second largest theater district outside of New York City proper. But it's kind of misleading because it's called Playhouse Square. And it's literally like 10 stages inside one building. So it's like one of those multiplex, but for stage performances. There's comedy troupes here, and Hollywood has been filming here because of tax breaks off and on. So they do look for local
so you got
extras.
Like Chicago. Chicago has a lively live theater with the UCB, Groundlings, all that. Vancouver and Toronto really have it going on with filming. That's one of the things that'll definitely get me interested if you've got some filming going on. I want to be an AD in the office. No one wants to be a production assistant in the office. Everyone wants to be on set. Those positions are available to be a production assistant in the office.
Yep, and it happens just so often enough here that it doesn't bother traffic. When they shut down like the Euclid Corridor or something. That's what they used in Spider-Man, was the Euclid Corridor, because it looks so much like New York. Cleveland has that big city feel without all the people. It's like really a best kept secret here.
I am missing a New York street where I currently am at. All you need is one block. If you go to any movie studio, you can see all you need is that one block to make it look like New York, and you fool the eye. That's all you need.
And there's not so much competition here. You'll be able to stand out against the people that are already here. And the other point to that is Chad's gone and Ray's gone.
Ray DeVito is no longer there. That is actually. Was there like a big
floats.
secret party the day after he left?
See, that's the thing. I think he's mostly transient. He's kind of just like in his off time staying at a friend of the family who almost all his family's dead. It's just like a friend of the family.
That actually sounds badass when you don't get the full gory details of how sad his life is. Yeah, man, he just goes and performs stand-up from location to location. He's a minimalist. He doesn't need a lot, doesn't have a fancy room. but then you see it in action, and you're like, oh no, I don't want this life. You see his act. I was really, because he put on that nice guy act for the longest time. I was like, I want to like Ray, but I have never heard him say an entertaining joke. Not once.
The only time I seen him be entertaining was on Rumble with Pat Dixon, and that's because he's got Dixon to bounce off of, who kind of gives him shit, and he'll give Pat shit back. I forget what it was. It was about drinking wine at 9:00, and Ray did the funniest thing without even saying anything. Like, Pat was making fun of it. It was like, oh yeah, so you're drinking more wine now, ain't ya? And he's like he just he just pulls face and tips the glass, and I lost it because it was like good timing. But again, like you said, it's not a verbal joke. Could I repeat something back to you that Ray did? Nope.
So that's a pretty decent sell. It's a mid-sized city with with a nice arts community. So that is indeed something that I'm looking for. Something that passes for a city. Where I'm at, I laugh when people say, "Oh, this city has grown up." It's not a city. Sure, let's call it a small, mid-sized city. This is a big-ass town that we currently live in. But yeah, if I was going to Maryland, I would have none of that. I would. So that's not the strategy he took at all. Trying to line me up with a job was one thing. A nice, well-paying job. A shitty location, but a nice, well-paying job. And then he called me back the next day and said he's got this single mother, this chubby fatty, who is down to do a little group fun. And I was like, really? She's interested in and this is where the title of the episode comes from, because this man is a coxman. He's been a coxman his entire life. So him being able to whip up just out of nowhere a MILF, and he was like, she's kind of big, and he showed me pictures of her. I'm like, I've fucked uglier and fatter before, and I will again. Absolutely, yep. This can absolutely happen, and he was kind of selling it like she's got freaky friends. If she comes over, we can both pound that, and then this could be an audition for a full-on gangbang with her and her friend this weekend. And I was like, oh, I might stay a few days extra then, if this three-way leads to a four-way with an equal amount of sexual parts. So I was very tempted. Unfortunately, she was a bit. Her pussy was a little bigger than her mouth was a little bigger than her pussy. You see what the play of words I'm trying to say here? That she was all about that talk, but when it came time, she was like, "Oh no, this was indeed just a fantasy. I have got." And he was confident that he could find another one. But I was like, on a maybe, I'll give you plenty of notice. Maybe you'll win me over next time. If you have this hoe just ready to go, you might convince me next time I'm up. All right, I'm in. Give me that room, and we'll be the Gangbang Brothers. I'll be D. Sanchez. You be ugly.
That was the second part of the pitch. Like I had to get you with employment first, and the right kind of employment, the things that you want to be doing. The second thing I was going to mention was like that we got a great restaurant like scene here, which is pretty good, and you could always find work there. But more so, like to the point you were just making, there are a lot of nightclubs. Not a lot, but a few nightclubs, and there are certain ones I could take you to that you would probably, if not walking out with a good girl, at least two that are, like you said, you're not getting a 10, you might wind up with 2 5s, so that's not too bad.
That's not the George Carlin equation. The George Carlin equation is 5 2s.
That's probably the easiest pool, because there'll be a bunch of them. It is the Midwest, which you're familiar with, and it is snowy here 8 out of the 12 months.
Snowy from Michigan.
So a lot of people like to stay indoors and do those sorts of things. They're just, it's a who's who, who's doing it.
I am starting a job. It's a pop-up events. I'm Gino Bisconti. Me and Gino are selling you shit. I'll be selling T-shirts until the middle of the month, and hopefully something else comes up because I like doing this shit better than some of the other. It pays better. I have always gotten paid better to give away food than I have to sell it. Every brand ambassador job I've had, making or giving out food, has paid like $5 to $10 better than if I was selling the food. It's fucking great and nuts.
Yeah, that is great. You know, I think it's also incentivizing you to keep a positive attitude. You're like, oh, this is worth the money. I'm happy. If they were paying you minimum wage, you'd be like, I wouldn't give a fuck if you bought this kielbasa or not.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm
part of
saying?
it. It's the performance. You want me to be up and selling your fucking shirt. So giving me $5 more, that's making me happy. And 6-hour shifts. That also paying me more money for not 8 hours. All right, I will sling your shit. I hope you have more shit for me to sling at the end of the month. I don't want to get a real job when this is over.
Exactly. 6 hours a day is pretty good too. And a yearly, there's a fetish ball. It's called the Organ Grinders Ball, and it's you're not getting out. You're not getting in there without wearing like fetish attire. Like maybe if you showed up in pantsuit and like dress slacks and a dress shirt, they might let you in. But we ain't walking in with t-shirt and jeans. You know, you might as well just take your clothes completely off and then go in.
Yeah, the city that I currently live in, no dungeon. The only dungeon in the city is in a private residence. There is no public dungeon owned as a business that you can go in. All the kinksters have to go to the kinksters who have the biggest basement to play in.
Yep.
Oh,
and
but that is a
that's the
positive.
off-season.
It is a positive for people who actually want to fuck in the dungeon, because when it's an actual business, there is no penetration. All types of weird sex games. The first time I walked in there, it was North Hollywood. Threshold was the dungeon. And the first time I walk in there, it's such an assault to the senses of like there's fire play going on. And that was the thing where
Trapeze.
they cup the back. I know that's like part of
yeah,
massages as well. There was this one guy that had a sack. It wasn't a burlap sack. It was a much softer material, but he just would put the girl in the burlap sack. I don't know what exactly that game was. They had a room with a rack, a medical room, a school room, and you could have all types of sex games, but no actual sex or penetration. Whipping, yes. Jerking,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I think there were some ways around that at the last one I was at. They have this thing called the groping booth. And it's not really just like a booth. It's kind of like this area that has, you know, this big sized glory holes on it, basically. And so you kind of just go in there and people can reach in and grab you. Just like, you know, anonymous groping, which I thought was fun.
Oh,
There was
the glory hole, you cannot get a permit for that. That is backdoor, but you are allowed to just fondle people. You can get away with that permit of having the fondle room.
Yeah. So that was the interesting part of going to those as well. Was like seeing everybody kind of like push boundaries, but then you would see two people just kind of walk over there, and you're like, oh, we'll leave that corner of the place alone for now. What else could I sell you on here? Like, this city is just like a hidden gem. Everybody thinks it stinks here, like it's shitty and there's nothing to do.
It only stinks
which
around
is
the
true
paper
if you're told.
factory.
Dog food factory is the one for us. It's
I forget what town it was in Pennsylvania, but to me, Pennsylvania smelled like shit because there was this one town where the paper factory was, and just for miles, fucking hell.
whatever they were doing. Processing paper stinks. I didn't know that. It's crazy. But like it's a best kept secret. Great coffee. The people here are pretty good, and yeah, like far less competition for all the things you want to do in life. Might
You
not
still
make as
haven't
much as LA or New York, but
you still haven't won me off of Atlanta, but you've got me. You're right there with Atlanta. And Narm Grey Runner, unfortunately, no sex in the champagne room, not even fondling in the champagne room, unless you go and you get the desperate fat girl like I got within the past year, who did indeed let me fondle and touch. So she was trying to get some extra lap dance money, and no, I'm sorry. I'm a baller on the budget. Thanks for getting my dick hard. I'm now gonna go home and jerk off to it because, yeah, getting I forget what it was for like a 30-minute lap dance, but I'm like, no, that is touching the pecker money. That is not getting the pecker hard and leaving me on my way. I will pay for one song.
I couldn't do it. Like I was at the titty bar a few times with friends, and it's like, for the amount of money that you're spending versus the satisfaction you should be getting, you might as well just call an escort and have them for 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? They'll at least be more amenable to the stuff you're trying to get.
But there is no pinball table back at my house with the escort. The stripper was she ruined my pinball game there at the strip bar by rubbing up on me and getting me hard. She earned her lap dance money. That's why I was like, okay, you have sunk enough time into me. As soon as I walked through the door, just absolutely. If she wasn't on me, I would have got a lap dance. You know, I was there. It was the first time I was in a strip club in fucking years. I was going to get some sort of lap dance, but definitely from the tattooed, pierced one. Since Fatty came over and put in her time, all right, Fatty, and she probably would have been open to hooking, as we heard from the song last night. I didn't push it. I decided not to push it.
That's something that you're gonna miss out here. They closed down all the seedy strip clubs. They're gone. You can't go see a 4-month pregnant woman with cigarette burns on her thighs dance anymore. So that one will be out of the. But there is Sandusky, Cedar Point. That's about an hour and a half away drive. It's a quick mini vacation, and we have some of the best roller coasters right there. But yeah, competing with Atlanta, I can't. It's that much bigger of a city, and they do have film studios on site.
And it's been a while since I've been to Baltimore and the Block, but they had it was the Block. It was a block of strip clubs, of shitty, terrible, awful, wonderful strip clubs there in Baltimore. I have to imagine that they would shut down. It would just ravage communities if they shut down all those strip clubs all at once in the middle of Baltimore. But it could happen if someone spoke up enough in a town hall meeting, which is what we have here, is a clip from a town hall meeting. And this guy, he's got a little bit of problems with the people running it.
Excuse me, you must sign in.
What's that?
You must sign in.
What is that?
You have to sign in for town meeting. If either you're a registered voter, you can sign in with the poll pad, or you're a visitor and you have to sign in using a visitor pass.
You have to sign something to go to a public meeting?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No thanks.
It's the law.
It's not the law.
No, it's not.
No, and that's another thing I see a lot of people do is like I'm going to be afraid of that anyway. Like, okay, call the cops. Let them see what they do.
He is ready to escalate it. Let's see if she is.
Oh, she's snitching. She's snitching.
Next level up.
Excuse me. You need to sign in as a visitor, please. You can't be in this area.
No, it's a public meeting. It's a public area. Please leave me alone.
You have.
Can you please leave me alone?
You have to sign in.
I'm trying to, ma'am. I'm trying to work here.
Excuse me. I am working here
Can you
also.
stop? I'm trying to work.
I am working here also.
Okay, go up there and work.
No, you go out right now.
It's a public meeting, open to the public. I don't have
You
to.
have to sign in order to be in this room, and you have to sit up front so that you do not vote.
And put on this gold star. You have to sit up front, sign in, and put on this gold star with your name on it.
I just write Ronald McDonald. Let her deal with it.
It's a
Mike Hawk.
Well, as long as you don't vote, she should be all right with you.
Oh yeah.
But you still must sign in. You're at this public meeting.
Boggles my mind. It's the law.
public meeting.
I will get.
Ooh, she's snitching too. She's snitching too.
Next level up.
Hi, are you folks here, you citizens of the town? Residents of the town?
What's that?
Are you a resident of the town?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Are you a resident of the town?
I don't answer questions. Thank you, though.
Okay.
Anybody can speak.
No.
Yes.
No.
You might want to check up on the law because you're about to land yourself a lawsuit tonight. So go check it. Go talk to your lawyer.
Can be recognized. Okay.
Go talk to your lawyer, sweetheart.
If it wasn't an assault, he would totally put it on his lips.
Yeah. Hush.
But a touch is assault. This guy knows his stuff more than these people running the town meeting. Well, I do believe these people running the town meeting, they've never been questioned before. They are just throwing their weight around. We want you to sign in. It's like Opie making Bill Burr wait. Wait, Bill Burr. Sign in, Bill Burr. You can't just come in, Bill Burr.
That's out of... Yeah. Why are you... I don't know. These guys... It's exactly what you're thinking, though. They got a little monochrome... Whatever. They got a little bit of power, and they're going to flex it every time they can. They probably came up with some stupid idea to have a sign-in sheet because some idiot threw a shoe at one of the people on the bench. And so now they need to keep track of all the names so they can find out who they need to charge with assault. It's bullshit.
And you go towards the meeting, but as long as there's no disruption of the meeting. Okay?
What's your name?
I'm John Barrett. I'm the town moderator.
Right,
I have to make sure that the people are voting. I am.
You're an attorney?
I'm an attorney, yes.
Oh, God. Where did you get your law degree? A Cracker Jack box?
You should sit in one of the seats.
I'm going to stand right here at the first stand. I've been in the car all day. I've been working.
Okay.
Trying to bring
All right.
change to
Well,
this
you
town.
can stand.
I know I can.
What if he wants to sit, though?
If he wants to sit, we're going to have to find other places.
I'm good. I'm good.
What if he wants to stand, though?
We're good.
What if he wants to stand, though?
If he wants, he can stand if he wants.
But what if he wants to sit?
All right. I'm not answering these questions.
There you got him.
Supercuts did a great job, by the
Got
way.
him. Good.
Done with you guys. Fuck. My mumbo jumbo rules have nothing behind them. God damn it.
Yeah. Because you would think there would be an officer on duty for this type of situation.
Yeah, why didn't he bring an officer? You would think there would be an officer there at the town meeting, even if it's just Bull Shannon as the bailiff.
Okay.
This guy's got like a Mick Foley beard going. It reminds me of 2002 Mick Foley. After he retired, he shaved his head and still had that crazy fucking beard. Bet his shirt says commissioner, but he ran out of room, so it's got commissioner. Fun gag by Mick Foley.
Right.
Why do I know so much random shit about Mick Foley from 1999? I could know Mandarin.
Memoirs?
I say that every time. That's going to be one of my first T-shirts. I could know Mandarin, but instead, I know that Paul White debuted at the St. Valentine's Massacre, and he chokeslammed Stone Cold Steve Austin through the side of the cage in order to help Vince McMahon win. But throwing Stone Cold through the side of the cage, he escaped the cage, and therefore he won the match. Therefore, making Big Show's debut a big fuck-up, which was an omen for the rest of his career with WWE. That's rattling around in here instead of actual knowledge.
Knowing something that could be useful. So how many times was Midnight Express Intercontinental Tag Team Champs? Do you know that?
Well, there wasn't an Intercontinental Tag Team Champion. There was a United States Tag Team Championship, which was actually made especially for the Midnight Express by Dusty Rhodes, so they could have a title and not hold the tag team title the entire time.
Ah, okay. That's actually a pretty good move. Business sense. All right.
Yeah, you want the bad guys to have a title, but if they have the title all the time, the fans they're getting a bit frustrated. So a secondary title, especially for you when you're not holding the first title.
It is an open meeting, but it is required to sign in these visitors.
Thanks.
Sign this dick, asshole.
Yesterday, when I came in, you were trying to tell me that I have to sign in.
Okay, the next day, she looks defeated. She has her rules have now been absolutely just trounced upon because they're bullshit rules, and now she knows it.
To attend a public meeting. You told me that it was the law.
Oh, apparently I was wrong.
Okay, so it's not a law at all?
Apparently not.
So you guys won't be doing that to anyone anymore, right?
I don't know that for a fact.
Well, I think that you just clarified to me that you understand now that it is not the law that people have to sign in.
Yep.
Do you
No,
intend
it's just
to
more
try to
bullshit on
still
the
try and bully and force people to comply with something that's
I
not
do
a
what I am
law?
told to do, and that is all.
I'm
That
going
was
to
the
keep
point of
doing
that whole video.
what my boss told me to do. The man who you called a buffoon and getting his Cracker Jack degree, he's enforcing these rules. I'm underneath him, so I'm going to keep enforcing these bullshit rules.
That's how the chain of command works.
The Hamburglar was a political prisoner. Narm Grey Runner, he just got out. I saw an article. It called him a handsome dad or something. Why is Hamburglar a handsome dad? So it looks like they got rid of the costume figure and they have just some model guy now as the Hamburglar.
What? They got rid of the OG Hamburglar outfit with the big hat and the Zorro mask? Get out of here, man. That's a
Looks like
staple.
it looks like it's a guy with an oversized mask rather than just like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of mask.
Right. What about the Fry Guys? Oh, they're probably...
I haven't heard of the Fry Guys in forever. They are long gone. Grimace. Oh, I going to Maryland. Yeah, I drove by my childhood McDonald's, and the place is long gone. They bulldozed that shit to the ground and rebuilt it without that hepatitis infected area. It's probably better for us all.
I took a walk today, and there was a couple of spots that I haven't been in a long time. They chopped down trees in an area so you can see this whole cemetery that wasn't visible from the street anymore, and they spray painted it was a Rallies, and then it was something else. It used to be a White Cats Hall. It's just a brown building with an empty lot now. It's like they just spray painted it brown to blend in with the trees and shit in the background so you don't see it. It just looks so funny to me. It's like they were trying to pull an optical illusion. Yeah.
Just don't look at it directly. It'll look like part of the dirt and the mud and the grass. That's what we were going for. This is indeed later season, just like Happy Days and just like Married with Children. The later seasons of McDonald's is getting Ted McGinley as the Chad burglar. He's calling it. Good old Ted McGinley.
That plays up twice because he's saying it like it's a total Chad burglar. And then the secondary is because we know Chad Zumach is the notorious thief that he is. So if he's the Chad burglar, I think that's pretty good.
Chad is a burglar. He paid good money to get that scrubbed off the internet as best he could. But somewhere we have, I believe, No One Likes Onions and Carl Hamburger. Oh, that's actually appropriate. I never thought that Hamburger and Onions, they're collaborating together. But somewhere they found his whole record and were reading it online.
Oh, yeah. It's like 39 pages. And most of it's like Chad says, it's a lot of traffic violations and stuff. But there are a few others on there. Petty theft,
I'm lucky
stalking.
enough to still not have the first Dewey, the DWI. That there's, I'm good, but sometimes we all need to get our fucking car home. Sam Kinison used to say, how are these kids supposed to be good at drinking and driving when they don't have any experience? Of course they wreck and kill themselves. They're inexperienced at drinking and driving.
Exactly. Kinison's great.
But no Dewey for me. And Sam Kinison died of irony. He got hit by the drunk driver. A sober Sam Kinison got hit by a drunk driver. That was one of the most ironic deaths around.
Thank you. And that is a very specific story that encapsulates irony. A lot of people say, oh, that's ironic. And it's like, no, I don't think you're grasping it. There's like a layer to irony. And that's it. Like a sober Sam Kinison getting his life ended not by drugs or drunk driving himself, but by a drunk driver who was under the influence. That's really, I didn't know that. That's pretty good. Thank you. Blew my mind.
On his way to Vegas. So Los Angeles to Vegas with one of the most drug-fueled stand-ups that there is, completely sober. Some other a young fuck up is
and right into the tree.
And hopefully this guy won't fuck up. He's about to do a trick for us as we get to this next selection that I have called FYP Store Shenanigans.
That was so good. It's funny because it's true.
I feel like we're doing the opposite of Casey Kasem. We're going from a dead dog into a fun, upbeat track right here. And let's see that again. I actually forgot that there was vomit involved in this one.
That was so good. I didn't expect that at all. I was waiting for like a wipeout, but not that. Dude made himself sick looking at the ground moving while trying to do the handstand. It was just last night caught up with him and it just came out. That was a nice bright yellow. I wonder what he was. That's a drinking expulsion.
So this one was real quick. You want to keep your eyes on the cone. It's underneath the O in seconds here as this car barrels down the street. I can say words. In the butt.
Right in the ass. That's so funny.
O'Reilly's Auto Farts.
Hi, I have a question.
Yeah?
Would it be okay if I were to make my own breadsticks?
No, that's not what we do here. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, thank you.
This Olive Garden is not for families.
Hashtag free will. I like her face. It's just very confused. No, we don't do that here. What are you talking about? Make your own breadsticks.
Why?
Thank you.
She did get a slight reaction. Is she going to the kitchen?
Just kind of like a cringe. This is hashtag free will.
Yep, that's the kitchen door.
And you notice that strange sound that just started because she had to put the phone in her mouth in order to make herself her own breadsticks right here. So we're hearing the inside of her mouth as she is sanitary in picking up these breadsticks.
I'm trying to see. Dude, that's fucking crazy, dude. She just walked in the kitchen and took 2 breadsticks and walked out.
She knew that no one here is getting paid enough to drag her out. Maybe there's someone working there that is dedicated enough to be like, no, stop, but they're not here today. I do find this funny, the sound of the phone coming out of her mouth again.
That's unbelievable. Didn't even stop her. Didn't even bat an eye. I'm calling shenanigans. She might work there.
It could be a bit. I didn't investigate into this. I would like to believe that. Look at you being the Luigi Greenberg, you skeptic, ruining my fun. Yep. Next thing you're going to tell me is that this hot dog drawer was all for a bit and doesn't actually exist.
No, that looks like it's very real.
The text on there says, by the time you realize my worth, I'll already be sharing my dog drawer with someone else. down at the bottom. Her loss. Okay, I actually have a follow-up video of this guy. This is not an isolated incident of this guy. In this case, coming up, you're not going to convince me that this one's made up. This is a real old woman that this guy didn't say anything to, just came up, and he's documenting what he does.
You draw these? Cool. Oh, out of a tennis ball. Them are neat drawings.
Fascinating.
You do a good job.
Do you see?
Yep.
Scorpion dumping a basketball. That's actually pretty cool.
Oh.
What a
nice. Nice work.
I like the two black men kissing.
That's what I was waiting.
Very nice work.
I was waiting for them, or waiting for this guy to flip it open to a centerfold, or
getting a closer look at the fucking madness that he was showing her.
Yeah, awful, like cursed images.
I believe. I believe he. What's he call it? I think he calls it Amish brain rot. So I guess he does this with the Amish a lot.
Do not commit suicide! Do not commit suicide! Even if you get bullied, do not commit suicide! Even if you feel like you can't handle that situation, do not commit suicide! Even if you feel like they're not helping you out, do not commit suicide! You are somebody! Do not commit suicide!
That's your PSA of the day.
I think I might have featured that on a bonus episode. This guy is. I love him.
I appreciate it. That's a really and he has good taste. It was Reese's peanut butter cereals.
Look how fast he is. He's running in the distance. Ah!
He was pouring it on himself. That's what's up. All right.
Yeah.
Even if you feel like you can't handle that situation, do not commit suicide. Even if you feel like they're not helping you out, do not commit suicide. You are somebody. Do not commit suicide.
It's so great. That should be a public service announcement. I'm going to retweet that out and be like, #press continue.
Yeah, I just need to start clipping this. It might get us a few extra viewers. Thank you, folks, for being the statistic nobody checking us out here. And I really enjoy that track by Mr. Blue Sky. I include Storm Party Inside Storm Edition whenever I can, because I think that's my favorite of his tracks.
Yeah, all you guys in the chat, man. The real Mr. Blue Sky at SoundCloud. He has some really chill vibe stuff, you know.
He's got some new ones that he hasn't sent to me yet up on SoundCloud. I'll have to download them. And I believe he has them all downloadable because at some point I was asking about that. I think he turned it on when I was like, hey, I want this one. And I believe that is turned on over there at the SoundCloud to get some of the chill Mr. Blue Sky beats.
Yeah, man, I'm very happy that he does that. You know, that's great. It's free assets are always great. He does it for the love of the music too.
Yeah. I was going to a site. You'll see it sometimes credited here at the end, and I have a backlog. So I'm happy to give a buddy and a beloved chatta some plugs with his nice chill music, ambient. That's I would call it kind of an ambient type of electronica.
Excellent choice.
And as I mentioned, I wanted to do a follow-up. I found that guy, the brain rot binder guy, here getting pulled over. Well, his buddy's getting pulled over. And once again, you could be a skeptic. You could be the Luigi Greenberg and say this is a cop buddy. But I want to believe that he's really doing this for realsies.
Yeah, let me see. Speak of the devil.
Just random pictures.
This one.
So you're just showing that to employees? Okay. Yeah. What's
He had the cops
reason for
called
this?
on them.
I see their pictures. Are you able to talk to me about it, or?
Sir, step out of the car.
Okay. I'm lost. I don't know.
I believe this was for the last one, because that guy was really bothering the Walmart people in their place of business, making TikToks, and just making a mess. Some of these not even children who are incontinent. Some of them just people making a mess like that last guy. But he was getting across a very important message, as is our brain rot binder guy. We just need to figure out what it is. It's a mystery to me right now.
Okay. I get the point of the book. You can put the book down. So what are the purpose of the pictures?
Like, the point is to show people, and then you like don't talk.
The cop not understanding the point, and once it's spelled out for him, that's it. That's it.
On the nose.
As long as it's for TikTok, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Same like the new rules of when you get pulled over by a cop. If you call your parents, that's like having a hand on base. You can't arrest me. I'm on the phone with my parents. They're going to be on the phone with their lawyer. Someone's going to be down here soon. My hand's on base. You can't arrest me, officer.
What a great analogy.
That is some fun stuff. I should try seeing if I can get some of that Project Blue. Those police cams are fucking great. And now they've got Jail. A buddy of mine was just watching Jail. They got Cops 2.0 and Jail in Las Vegas. There was a Canadian woman that was like sobering up and having a real bad time and just like, let me go home to Canada. Just the translation of just deport me and be done with it. I was having a good laugh at it. Let me go home to Canada, deport me. Canada takes their deportation serious, entering their country seriously too.
Yep.
If one of their own gets a deportation, she's gonna have some trouble getting back home in general.
I've been turned away at the border before because somebody had a misdemeanor from like a year or two ago. It was like a misdemeanor possession of weed and paraphernalia. We're not letting you in. I was like, for like misdemeanor? Like, yeah, you serve like, guess he was like still on probation or whatever from it. Like you get 3 or 6 months or whatever he had, that and fines. They're like, nah, you can't come in.
I remember when the Orioles... the Baltimore Orioles went to play up in Toronto, like 2006, 2008 era, and they would not let the player Adam Jones in because they're like, we've heard of you, Adam Jones. We know the pro player Adam Jones is trouble, and he wasn't allowed to get in because of fucking Pac-Man Jones, the football player.
Unbelievable. Oh, that was one of the Dupa mentioned, like, would you be annoyed after cleaning up? I worked at a food court in a mall, like in the food court for the mall. And people are fucking gross, man. They just, the way they eat, what the trash they leave behind. People to this day, cannot conduct themselves proper in a public restroom. It's like you said.
I could never be someone who cleans up a bathroom, a public bathroom. I could not do it. Even like getting a job cleaning a private bathroom. I haven't done that, but a public one, fuck no. My very first day on the job ever, I was a bag boy and cart pusher at a grocery store, and a kid vomited. Very first day on the job, I was cleaning up some fucking vomit. So my dad was proud of me. So It's like, good. My kid didn't quit at the sight of vomit. He's not a little pansy ass.
There you go. He put you on one more notch above on the man level. It was my first job, so of course they were sending me in there. You got to check the bathroom every half an hour, and to be honest, that's probably not even frequent enough. They just need to have an attendant in there to stop people from pissing on the floor.
That was the fanciest barcade in Los Angeles. They had an attendant. There was one in when I left. Well, COVID happened, but there were so many barcades. And I up in Maryland, I actually matched with a lady on a Swipey app, and I was like, "Hey, I'm not in town for long. You want to go to the barcade in Hanover? I hear they got the comedy club up there, the Church of Satire. They got a pinball barcade. Let's go meet there. Sure, let's go meet." And I get there, it's an arcade. It's a terrible place to meet for a date. And this is her neck of the woods, so she just hasn't been there. And I'm like, okay, this isn't going to work. Let me look what else. And she just stopped responding. Like one little speed bump in the road. And nope, not going to see it. This is your only chance to get this dick. It's going away. And you're letting this pekka. I was being cute about it too. I wasn't being all lewd like that. I think I said something like a down payment possibly for a future boyfriend possibility of me moving back. Little did she know, the contingent of me moving back was if I get to have a gangbang or not. So that was. She didn't need to know those details. I might move back, if you have a first date with me and it goes well, and my buddy pulls together these 2 hoes that he's working on, then I'm in.
Yeah, now you got 3 chicks and 2 dudes in an orgy. Now the odds are getting into the favorable territory for me.
So yeah, since she didn't show up on the first date, nuts to you. I'll just let my coxman buddy know ahead of time I'll be in town, and he'll pull this gangbang together if I give him proper enough notice. He almost did it with no notice.
Right. Yeah, see, that's how you know you got a good friend. He's like, oh, watch this, and then magic happens.
Well, I think that was also a strategy because the day that he dropped the idea, let's move in. We could do this, we could do that. I left because a friend that we both knew back in high school came over. Obviously for Dick. They are both single parents now, and they both were ready to get their fuck on. Her especially. And, I was kind of like, oh, yeah, I see this. If I move in, then he's always going to be getting ass. I may go into a depression. But I think you could see that. And he immediately got on it to be like, there's ass to go around. I can don't be sad. That my cuppeth, oh pussy, run over. If my door is closed, they can still come into your door if they're wet enough. So
right,
that coxman of a buddy could still win me back. But currently, just one strike on the getting together the activities. Maybe one day.
Right on. Yeah, and that's a top selling point to get you to come back home. He's playing into your strong suit. That's why I started with the acting and stuff. And then the others. It's like you said, there was not enough weirdos around you in your town. They're here. They're definitely here.
Yeah, this one, I'm finding the wrong type of weirdos. You can actually hear me start doing a rant about that on the latest bonus episode. If you are a rope shooter for $4.99, there's a lady that started getting me to go off on the wrong type of weird people that I'm around here, and I'm trying to be an ally, and you're making it really hard for me. And not making it really hard in the good way. You're making it really hard and then going away. That's the big old problem.
Leaving you to sing the blue balls.
So next up, I have a revisit to one of our buddies, one of our friends that we've seen before, Nikki on Twitch. Who is, of course, our goth nun dream girl. I am a fan of hers.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't have a phone call in this one, Hopefully I get some more screen captures of her. I think I need to go right to Twitch and just get an entire episode and cut it up because she's hired. She is great at what she does. And this time she's doing a show with herself. You see off there to the side, that is an AI version of her. So we've got real Nikki and AI Nikki doing a show together. And this did kind of remind me of Opie. Opie Hughes. We need to get him an AI version of himself so he can do a show with himself because there is obviously no one better in radio. He should just do the show with the other best man in radio, himself.
One of them can do the show from the apartment in New York. The other one can do the show from the house in the Hamptons. The Hampty Hamps.
And neither of them will be seen with their family members. Really starting to make us question if they're around.
Yeah, Opie has a lot of free time apparently. Sorry.
Yeah, they may be there. Opie's family either isn't there or they don't want him around. So go.
That's it.
Leave.
I am leaning towards the latter theory of that. They just don't want him around anymore. It's like, go away.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was the Costco parking lot episode that was dissected by some other podcasters. I believe Carl and some other ones where he's broadcasting from the Costco parking lot while his family is inside. Just
They're
no
doing
dad.
shopping.
It was probably mutual that Opie kind of set foot into Costco, and then he was disgusted by all the people, and his family were just so embarrassed. Just go, Dad. Go to the car. Live stream.
Wait in the car.
Oh yeah, a live stream. That's a great
live stream it
idea.
from the car. Yeah. And from what I understand, they called him, and that's why he ended the stream so he can come in and pay. If I'm not mistaken, that's what happened.
See, Dad, you are useful. Now, since you still have 5 years of money left, please pay for our groceries still. I think Nikki has more than 5 years of money left. She seems to be doing stuff more intelligently with it, like not wasting it on two of the most expensive places to live in the world at once.
Okay.
Nikki, taken aback by AI Nikki. A little bit. I do know that this turns out to be a song. Nikki asked her AI counterpart to sing a song, and this is what the AI came up with.
Okay, you can stop now. Okay, stop. Thank you.
Cursed.
Wow, sister, that was beautiful. What hymn was that?
Oh, specifically singing a hymn. That's right. We're in church.
That was Ave Maria, my dear. Now, if you
That was her rendition of Ave Maria.
Oh.
You could really hear the emotion. It almost got me teared up as well.
Ave Maria with Downs? What is going on here? That was...
We now know that's what happens when you ask the AI to sing a song itself.
excuse me, I believe I have some penance to assign.
What is that? Is that a whole chalice of Kool-Aid?
It's a chalice of the blood of Christ. That's what our sister. Let's see. Is it wine? Because sometimes it's wine. I think you're right. I believe the blood of Christ might be tropical fruit, tropical punch Kool-Aid.
Have a sip of the blood of Christ. It's Tahitian treat this week.
We've got Jesus from Africa. This is some jungle juice. That's the blood of Christ this week. Oh, that was too
Initially
far,
in
wasn't
purple?
it? That joke was in poor taste, wasn't it? I apologize.
Yeah, that's where the Dylan apology tour starts right here in Cleveland.
You heard it, Andy, over there on All Apologies. I'm ramping up the apology tour.
Oh, I just talked to him, I think.
Yeah, we were on with him over on
digress.
Luigi's channel. Checking out. I keep wanting to say the wrong bad movie. It wasn't Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Miami Connection.
Miami. Oh yeah, I blanked too. I'm like, what? We watched that what movie?
I keep mixing up like all of the shitty, wonderful movies that have a city in the title.
Yeah, I know. And for a split second, because I'm confusing it with the Tony Danza movie. I think we were talking about Danza too. He does.
I got my brother onto the Tony Danza, Opie and Anthony. It's gonna be an extravaganza.
It's an extravaganza.
Now, when I get out there, I need you to tug on my mule. What? I'm going to be riding a mule out there. It's going to be right underneath me. I need you to give my mule a good tug, lady.
Oh, boy. All right, because I was looking for something to show, but I couldn't find it. Clipped. Oh, no.
Hey, sister, do you?
Yep, I will not be welcomed around certain. It's him clipping that and showing it to people is like me wearing the sandwich board sign in Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh, that was good too, man. Underrated. I thought that was a good one.
Ever drink the blood of Christ? Are you fucking kidding me right now? No, I'm not kidding you. Hell no, I don't drink blood. Where do you think we are? Some kind of vampire den? No, not a gothic freak show. No.
I think you've got it all wrong, AI. That's why I love Nikki, because she's a gothic freak show, you silly AI.
Yeah, no, she's got a great gimmick going on. How popular is she? I don't know the numbers or anything. I can see 216 live.
I'd have to go on Twitch because she's.
Oh, okay.
That's her name on YouTube is Nikki on Twitch. So that's where she's really focusing her efforts. But the call-in she does through TikTok. Like our buddy B Dabbler, Rocco, actually has a call-in, and he established that very early. And he has to do that himself. TikTok makes call-ins fucking easy, so anyone can do it. But yeah, if you want to do it over on Twitch or YouTube, you got to put in some effort if you want some call-ins.
I'm surprised she's getting away with this on Twitch. They're usually pretty stringent about what they do on their platform, depending on who you are. But then again, this isn't exactly as lewd as some other things that I've seen.
She's doing a free advice show. There's I don't know if he's gotten into the clips of her kind of like telling the guy, shut up. You got to say a pew pew. Yeah, I think we did have that one on a previous episode. You got to call it a pew pew. We can't say the actual word of what that is that goes pew pew that the cops carry.
That's outrageous. But you could show as much thigh as you want and fin dom all these old dudes who can't hang on to their money.
I'm really sad that I missed the months of the thong asshole. It was covered by Charlie Penguin Z0 had a whole clip of it of like he was like, I'm not going to show this. You can see her asshole, and I'm just making you aware of it. I'm not sharing this on my screen. It is the thinnest of floss. And she is squatted over the camera, and that's the main camera. The gameplay is not the main camera.
Wow.
Yeah, I missed out on, but no feet. They made sure no feet, but they were pretty
right.
They were pretty slow on the floss covering the asshole bending over.
No feet, balloon knots, okay.
No, the blood of Christ, Jesus. What the actual fuck, Miki? That's some weird ass shit, dude.
They're really making these models pretty decent, but this one's kind of.
What do you mean by that, Nikki?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do you ever drink the blood of Christ?
Are you high?
After dealing with Grok and telling him the fat man is standing up, the man is standing up. I know what this AI is doing next. It's not changing its opinion.
Nope.
Are you high as fuck right now?
I actually am waiting until the show is over. When I do the later shows, AI bot, I am very tempted to get baked right before the show, but that's for after. I am even slower on the weed. I like to think I am a quick-witted fellow, and I prove myself wrong even without the weed. It would be terrible without it. With it.
You're not even high and you're making mistakes. Shh.
And I'm turning into more of a stutter fuck every day.
Now, but I like myself some wine. I require sustenance.
Sustenance.
I see this as like a horror version of Johnny Five now. Need more input. Input.
Yeah, this one's not really referencing a good model, I would say. It doesn't have a full collection data set to reference, but yeah, she's also trying to ask it weird shit, like, will you enjoy the blood of Christ? And it's like, that's not how we wouldn't ask that question to another human without it being tongue-in-cheek. So the computer's just responding the best way it knows how, and eventually I'm sure it will be racist.
I was going to say, you need to take the computer into mass in order to get it to understand the blood of Christ. But one mass is also all it'll take to get all that Christian hate inside of it. Well, actually, not the mass. You really want afterwards of mass, like the before and after of the people who then go to all the local restaurants and be just absolute cunts because we're good with God. And we're going to start being not okay with God immediately because next week we'll be forgiven for treating you like a piece of shit. You piece of shit, give us our food.
Yeah, exactly. Every greasy spoon within a 5-mile radius has the worst Sunday brunches now based on customer user base. That's not the word I wanted, but whatever.
Customer base. Let's go with that.
Yeah, customer base. Thank you.
Cheers to that, my dude. I'll have a glass of your finest holy red, please.
Oh, she won her over. She gets it now.
Hey, sister, did you know that that Jesus can turn water into wine?
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. That's why I'm all about that holy juice, dude.
My bad. Hey, my fault. Sorry, my fault.
It did kind of capture her personality. She has got that spitfire wit that actual Nikki has.
Yeah, it's responding in the style of, which is pretty good. Holy juice.
Yeah, you're full of shit, aren't you?
Robot Nikki's kicking real Nikki's ass.
She's got the human speechless up against the rope.
Fucking get wrecked. You got trolled by your own AI.
Jesus H. Christ, Nikki, are you seriously asking?
No, it sounds like a character from the Righteous Gemstones. This is an AI woman of God that's declaring Jesus H. Christ in frustration.
Jesus H. Christ, you say.
Nikki.
What was that?
Sorry, Jesus H. Christ, you say.
Yeah, the H stands for Harpo. I forget where I heard that, or if it was just a school-around joke that someone was like, it's Harpo Christ.
Nice. Craig Christ is another one.
Tenacious D, right? Craig Christ. Oh, and Brian Christ, the life of Brian. I believe coming up with movies with New K coming up soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a must watch.
It was supposed to be yesterday. It got postponed. I hope I didn't miss it today. I've got to pay attention for the life of Brian with New K.
Nimrod usually tags
Jesus
on Twitter.
H. Christ, Nikki, are you seriously asking if I drink blood? That's the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard. What? Do you think I'm some kind of gothic vampire nunner or something? Get your head of your ass and stop asking stupid Sorry. Holy sh.
Oh, that's what I want. I'm sorry to correct you, but it's Stephen Lynch that does the Craig Christ song, and I think Tenacious D does a different one.
Okay. Thank you. Stephen Lynch, Olympics. Special Olympics.
Yep.
Matthew Hibner would like to get his own AI, Nikki. So Nikki is obviously the owner of her own AI. Maybe she'll sell it to you for $50. Don't let her know what you're going to do with it, and maybe she won't upcharge you.
Exactly.
If you tell her if you tell her you're going to take it into the holodeck and do unspeakable things, I think the price is going to go up. And she'll say she'll never sell it to you, but everyone has their price.
Money talks, man.
Even Kira Nerys had her price. No, she didn't. That was let's not go down that rabbit hole of the holodeck and jerking off and Kira Nerys.
I like your Riker scale though. I'm adopting that for my own line in the sand type of judgmental dude that I am. If Riker would, I'm pretty sure I would too.
It comes very much in use in this day and age we live in with non-binary people. And there is one woman that I met here in somewhere. She was a non-binary woman, and that's probably, if I would have pursued her, what would have led to us breaking up by me insisting on calling her a non-binary woman to differentiate. Yeah, she's got the lady parts down there. So, and Riker would definitely go for her because he went for an androgynous. It was an androgynous species. So on the Riker scale, if it's neutral or more feminine, it's a go.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty good. It keeps my it's a wide cast net.
Whereas if you have a man who is a non-binary, you get the non-binary going with the Pekka there. To me, that's a fail on the Riker scale. I think Riker would pass up on a non-binary man because of the equipment. You got the wrong equipment there. You got a lot of this going for you of being right there neutral on the Riker scale until we get here. Could have let you pass with a pecker if you had tits and the ass implants. That would probably pass on the Riker scale. We might have to send it to a jury to see how many thumbs up and how many thumbs down that gets on the Riker scale.
I'm imagining like a jury of Rikers in his own head, like doing the words escaping me, but like deliberating about whether or not they should be doing this, and they'll come back and we find it okay, acceptable.
It's like, I believe the episode was called A Measure of Man, where they have a serious trial on, is Data a sentient being or is he just a machine? All right, if we fuck this she-male, are we homosexual? If we fuck this non-binary woman, case closed, not homosexual. But if we fuck this non-binary man, let's deliberate. And you already heard my opinion on that. Non-binary with a Pekka, it's not passing the Riker scale. Non-binary with a vagina passes the Riker scale. We saw it in show. That is canon.
It's canon. Yep.
Yes.
That's canon. I love that. Are we winding down now? I'm all distracted. I got things I wanted to say and I forgot what it was. Oh, the final pitch for getting you to come to Cleveland instead of Maryland. It's me, baby. I'm right here. Look at it. This is the whole package. You'll have your own
Alright.
personal tour guide for every time you come through my hometown.
Is that open to all the beloved chatters? That can also help bring you a couple extra bucks. Of anyone passing through Cleveland, both of you can get a tour of what the town has to offer beyond. Oh no, that's Columbus, Ohio. Never mind what I was going to say.
What was that Columbus that you were going to mention? What's down there?
The one-man band that we see on here sometimes.
Oh, yes, yeah, okay.
Got a buck in my bucket.
Hold on one second. I want to remark on that because it'll immortalize this guy. There used to be a saxophone player that was well known for just playing sax downtown Cleveland. He would ride the buses, the public transit, and sit in the front of the fucking bus and just rip sax all day. Like, he became like this local legend. And when he passed away, everybody was like, okay, cool, I can have a nice quiet bus ride again, but he was like a guy. He was like a guy for Cleveland, you know, like we knew who he was. Yeah, very much so. He was a transient guy that just kind of hung out and played sax all day.
So Norm Grey Runner got it right with Cleveland Bleeding Gums Murphy. That's right. Yeah, we are going to start wrapping up. I'm not going to play the one I was saying. We'll still have that in the back pocket. We'll not mention what that one is. It's too damn long for this far in the show. I guess perv talk. In the overflow, we haven't gotten to a perv talk clip today, and we have a return of one of my favorites. So why not make perving out be the main event of the show instead of the long thing that we'll come back another day. It's getting to be late here on the East Coast. You West Coasters, it's still early night there. But over on the East Coast, got to get to bed. But first, a little bit of perving out to my favorite goth NPC, Luna. She has returned under a new account, luna.sonora, and she's not doing the NPC stuff right here, but she's back.
No, but she's got the angle right. Like, this is exactly the maximum amount of lower real estate you can show without getting in trouble.
And I am a huge fan of tattoos, so I am glad. Here you can see down at the bottom, this is the new gimmick that she has going. Not speaking until mommy gets the gift she wants. Have fun guessing. Good boys. Kissy.
Oh, boy.
So, some light dominatrix stuff, some light findom type of stuff that Luna is pulling here. And I hope Luna pulls some other stuff. I would really be interested in that.
He tells you she wants to bang a girl who looks like her, and all you can say is, "But it's your job."
And that's just her TV going off. So I'll turn that down so we can talk over it. That's not relevant.
I'm trying to see what
But it's your job.
I'm trying to see what she's doing. Is she just tearing a hole or something? At first I thought she was sewing.
She was, yeah, I thought it was sewing too. Is
fascinated.
Is she like playing that string game that you used to, okay, there's a sewing needle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's making it all gothified. That's what she's doing. She's putting the proper holes into her new cloth.
Got it.
And
Got
there. Stuck around here for a while. Decided we needed to get rid of those damn words and check out the map on her leg.
Good. Oh, that is a map.
It's a treasure map by Yellowbeard. Stagger, stagger, crawl, crawl, stagger, stagger, crawl, crawl. He wrote it when he was drunk, so there are no paces. It staggers and crawls. I think Yellowbeard kind of stunk. Other than that, I remember Yellowbeard not keeping my attention, but that gag from Yellowbeard has always stuck with me. I wrote the map when I was drunk.
How old were you when you watched Yellowbeard? Younger?
Somewhere in the 90s. My brother found it at a VHS shop, and we had it. I must have watched it at least twice, because watch it when you get it, and then at some point it's there on the shelf. I must have seen it at least twice, but a whole bunch of fucking people are there. Cheech and Chong are there. A few of the Monty Python guys are there. Marty Feldman gets blowed up.
See, that I did not know. I was asking because I think that didn't hold my attention either. Yellowbeard just didn't hold my attention, even though like I should have liked it because it came across when I was doing Cheech and Chong movies, like Up in Smoke, Nice Dreams, and then the Corsican Brothers and Yellowbeard were like two not Cheech and Chong movies that had them in it.
The Corsican Brothers, I think that might have been directed by them too, but that was very not Cheech and Chong. That actually used to be part of my summer celebration. Getting out of school was watching all the Cheech and Chong movies. I think I can still. Let's see if I can go all of them in order. I don't know if I'm going to get them in order, but we all know Up in Smoke was the first one. Next movie might have been the second one. Nice Dreams. Things Are Tough All Over. A lot of people don't recall Things Are Tough All Over. They played dual roles as the Arab brothers, and they're switched, where Cheech is the laid-back Arab, and Chong is the high-strung Arab. I stabbed this car! I stabbed this car!
I'm going to have to watch that. I've never seen it.
Rip Taylor's in there. They go to Vegas. So, yeah, Things Are Tough All Over. I think that's number 4, and I think the least seen of the Cheech and Chong. Nice Dreams, I said. Corsican Brothers, Still Smoking. And then some people consider the Stay Out of My Room a movie, but it wasn't like a theatrical movie. It was like a movie promoting their music videos. Yeah, and then other things that they just kind of appeared in. After Hours, I think it's called. That one they have a small role in, and it's just a weird movie. Kind of like, as I said, of Midnight Cowboy, where After Hours, about halfway through the movie, 3/4 of the way through the movie, you're like, what the fuck is this movie about? Whatever it is, I'm into it.
Yeah, see, I attempted to watch that when I was too young because I knew the song from it. Everybody's talking, whatever song that is. I can't remember who sings it or what the name of it. So I tried watching it and I was like, I don't get this because I was young. I just didn't get it. So I'm gonna have to revisit that too, and the Cheech and Chong.
If you don't like it as an adult, I would still understand. But me, I fucking love Nilsson. Something Nilsson was everybody's talking, and that was the name of the song. Harry Nilsson. Harry Nilsson wrote "Everybody's Talking About You."
It was another one of those things where a movie because of the memes and parodies that get put out for it, and specifically Zap Brannigan and Kiff.
Do you
remember
that? Which one did they have?
They did Midnight Cowboys bit.
Oh,
because
that's
Zap
right.
Got fired from Dupe.
Yeah, they had the whole costume and everything. Midnight Cowboy is where I'm Walking Here originated. It was an improv by Pacino, who was a car ran a red light. They were shooting guerrilla style, didn't get permits or shut down the road or anything. So as he's walking across the street, he almost yelled at the car, "I'm acting here." And in that split moment, "I'm walking here. I'm walking here."
It's awesome. Nice bit of film trivia. Yes, Brannigan, Begin Again.
Ratso Rizzo, the rat Muppet that we all loved in the 90s, he was named after Pacino. No, he was Ratso Rizzo. Rizzo the rat was the puppet.
Yes. Oh boy.
And Luna here, she has my heart.
Tanis, I just can't believe you could drive a Bamble.
What? Don't be so surprised. You've seen me drive a pony.
Is that natural red? I mean, it looks kind of like it, but I don't think so.
I think I see some slight darker roots there. I think if she's I believe she's a natural redhead, and she's exaggerating it a little bit.
Okay, like that strawberry blonde to full-on red.
Yeah, that's what my money's on. I knew a few redheads like that out in Los Angeles, where depending on what the trend is, yeah, she would go more strawberry blonde or more dark, almost crimson-esque.
You had 20,000 SoundCloud subscribers. subscribers months ago. How many you got now? 20,000.
Are you ready?
1,000. I started listening to what she was watching. Jeez, my brain is tiny.
I didn't hear a damn thing. It was all white noise while I checked out that Yellowbeard map on her legs.
I don't know why my ears started doing that. It was just like listening. I was like, what the fuck is this bitch watching?
And we saw this bitch, if you will. Sorry about that pop. Maybe I do need to bring back my filter here. So we've seen this lady before. I'm a fan. I remember some of our chatters were not a fan of this lady. Just by the fact that she brings out her rubber chicken. She's got my heart already.
Yes, dude, I remember us talking about the rubber chicken before.
And she was making it twerk there a moment ago.
What up, girl? Oh, and a bubble gun, too. Nice.
She's having a party over there. Tipper, she has got all types of props in her sexy dance here.
So she's a dancer turned TikToker, I would guess.
I don't know if those moves are of a dancer. I think they might just be of someone who can just move. All right, me and Matthew Hibner, it looks like that we will be good wingmen because he would fuck the chicken and not her. So we both we're both going home with someone. And as I brought up a moment ago with Luna, she looks gross but probably tastes amazing. We're wingmen, buddy, Matt. We are after different looking ladies. Whoever you think's gross, point them out to me. Not the Flatzos, though. Everyone thinks the Flatzos are gross. As I mentioned, it can happen. It will happen. Sometimes it happens. But no. Point out the tattooed gross ones. The ones that intimidate you. That if they went by a magnet, their face would just... That chicken was wearing nothing as it was twerking.
Hello?
So Narm Grey Runner completely has a point of the chicken just being way too lewd for its good if it wasn't asking for it. And this is, I think we've seen a few of these trends, the sexy substitute teacher.
This is this one's different. We have another one that does that. I think she has an actual chalkboard behind her, the other girl. And she'll put your name on the board.
We've definitely seen whiteboards. There might have been one with a chalkboard. This lady, no whiteboard or chalkboard. Not a green screen. Just kind of like a green sheet. Not even a full-sized. That's on a twin bed at most, that green sheet.
Make sure you guys hit that orange heart me to sign in. You guys, happy Monday. This is music and poetry. Can you guys hear the music? Let me turn up a little bit.
She's got tiny arms.
All right. Let's tap to the beat of some rage so we can get our next assignment done.
Don't give YouTube any hints what this song is playing underneath here. They'll figure it out.
Kat, thank you for
I was going to say, it doesn't sound much like Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, I put another track over top of it because if I completely cut out the sound, this would be nothing. I'd have to cut the whole damn thing.
Please. All right, you guys, no, put the corn away. No, Ray, stop. Ray, why do you have so much corn? Please. Making a mess. Okay, Alcorn, you're getting up a lot, all right? Try to stay seated if you can. Goodness.
I can see your boner when you get up. Stay seated, student.
Brian, help me, save me. Ah! You didn't get me. You didn't get me. To close the window, Brian. There's enough bees in this classroom.
These types of videos are promoting
the
molestation of young men by their sexy female teachers. It's an epidemic across this entire country.
Well, maybe she's a 17-year-old teacher's assistant. She got into honors class and is very intelligent. So that is a scenario that I think we need to bring to Skinamax, the 17-year-old teacher's assistant.
Right. Oh, man. Movies with New K.
Make me sweat. No, that's gonna melt. Odin, stop. No ice cream in here. Gonna get that poetry. Thank you for the follows, new students. That orange heart me to sign in. Behave. Not yelling. Ah! Whose dog is this? Butch? No, it's not. Bring your pet to class day, please. I was wildly inappropriate, Butch. We have a classroom pet already. All right, we don't need any other animals in here.
The classroom trouser snake is all this class needs. No more pets.
Goodness, not with the dog.
Bro, I just did.
Gonna need a
this
gerbil.
with the last person.
Might as well get
that
a brown
mustache
gerbil.
off my pretty face. Sorry. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I was going for a Richard Gere joke about the brown gerbil
yeah.
saying to the white gerbil, "You must be new here." So this streamer doesn't have a big stream for what she's gaming. We can see it there in the small camera, but the gaming is not what I'm here for.
Oh,
She knows it. It ain't flipped.
nope, I don't care. It's just gonna pop up.
Oh, I popped up. Hey, move better.
Oh shit, I got another one?
Oh, shit. Oh, her nipples don't point at the floor either. That's kind of nice.
That's not me.
Someone tipped her enough to get a 360.
Oh, yeah. Yes, and see, that's the thing, Yeti. You know, nice huge ones, you gotta look at where the nipples are pointing. If it's at the floor, you're gonna be disappointed. And,
Is that it?
Uh-oh.
Yep, that was it. I tried to stick with her for a while, but it just stuck there. Very much like my sheets after I stopped watching her for the first time. And that was our music that brought to you. Happy Soul Music is where I got this before I started using Mr. Blue Sky regularly. Some of the dance tracks. He has one nice disco track, but most of them are chill. So when I'm looking for a nice upbeat track, I check out some of those other ones. And I forgot that you added to the stage.
I was just waiting. I don't know if everybody can. There you go.
There it is.
Oh, I gotta hit play. Is there volume or no volume?
I can hear it. And if I can hear it, I'm under the impression all you heard that as well. That smoke detector beep was. I was just
chainsaw.
I was just recording the screen recording this past weekend, and yep, right after we did that smoke detector joke. Beep, beep.
Really? Good timing.
He was the most well-developed character out of the Miami Connection. He's the only one that had a subplot. There were other boys in the ninja school. Even our lead, we didn't get to know as much about him as this guy who had his dad. He had his fucking great acting moment where he was just sobbing and getting his words out for like 2 or 3 minutes straight.
Dude, he was emoting. I think he had the most lines in that movie, even more than the lead actor. Because of that monologue he went into, it was pretty good. That was a fun show. I really had I had a blast.
Yeah, looking forward to getting some more watch-alongs. Luigi said in the chat earlier he's going to see if he can get away with Hard Ticket to Hawaii minus the boobies, but we're not trying that on YouTube. We're bringing the boobies over to Rumble when they happen, which I don't know which episodes of Tales from the Crypt have boobies in season 2, but some of them will. I think I want to do 2 next. Actually, I'll get back to you on which day tomorrow, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll be doing something next week, including a Rumble watch-along with Tales from the Crypt, and I need to book another guest for a live from somewhere, because I'm bad at booking. I'll be back here 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. next week. That'll be my regular time. I'm actually working next week, so hooray. I'm working around my job. Yay.
Yay. Yep, I'm glad you're working too, man. It'll help keep your life balanced. You want to worry about your electric bill getting shut off.
That it's actually a problem of how affordable it is here. I have been unemployed here and somewhere for longer than I have in like anywhere because I can get away with it. I squirrel away enough money. I've got roommates and my rent is wildly cheap compared to other places, compared to other parts of town. Thank you, one block over, for being shitty. Thank you so much, one block over, for keeping our rent down.
Dude, I get it. That is another sales pitch for Cleveland. If you're making $30K a year and you're a single dude, you'll be balling. $40K, you'll be balling. You'll have a nice apartment and more disposable income than you know what to do with, because it's cheap to live in Ohio. It's cheap to live in Cleveland because nobody wants to be here.
I think that's what
the rest of the world.
That's got to be the one thing right now that Atlanta's got working most against it for me working there is it's not cheap. It's brought a lot of the Hollywood phonies over there, so they're jacking up the prices. Luckily, they're not jacking it like in San Diego.
Oh yeah, San Diego is really bad. But it's probably like one of the more desired cities to live in. San Diego and San Francisco, the Bay Area, super popular.
Fucking San Francisco is ridiculous. San Diego, beautiful enough for me to move there. But we're enough of geography. We're just getting a few plugs in because we're going to get on out of here soon. I gave mine.
I'm sorry.
And one more for people who would like to throw a couple bucks this way. You can by becoming a rope shooter. We have super chats open. But yeah, you don't get shit for that. You just get to be nice for me. With a super chat like Dang Lizard was earlier. Thank you very much, Dang Lizard. $4.99 to become a rope shooter. A bonus episode every other week, and we're working our way through the TikTok around the clock deleted scenes. And that's what's going on over here on Dylan from Somewhere, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Rumble for some extra watch-along content along with Sperg Snake, who has his gaming nights on Monday. And what else have you got coming up?
Nothing really. I'm going to be hanging out with Annie after this. I'll play some Fortnite. Tomorrow morning is another snack video. I'm going to do some English chips. These ones are Worcestershire. Prawn cocktail. And here's what a Milky Way looks like in London. And this is a Nestle candy bar. I've never had one of these. This is a Yorkie raisin and biscuit. I got another whole chocolate one in there. And a couple of sodas that I'm going to try out. That's tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Sodas.
And Mondays. That's it. Oh, go ahead.
I actually had some potato chips smuggled from Canada, cucumber flavored. They were more delicious than they had any right to be, honestly. There were a few flavors that got smuggled here, and the cucumber is the one that stood out of like, smuggle those again. Everything else you smuggled here was good, but god damn, those cucumber potato chips.
I said that to Pineapple, too. He gave me some cookies that he was like, dude, you're going to like them. And I tried them, and it's like, they're really good. And I ate like 5 of them that day, but by the time I got to the end of the package, I was like, damn, these are fucking good. You know, like I really was like enjoying them. And I made fun because now, yeah, he's like my dealer. I'm going to have to pay for him to ship stuff to me because I can't get it now. The other thing was the Iron Brew is a Scottish drink. It's pretty good.
In and out.
and,
The first time I had it was like, this is just a hamburger. But then it was like, this is the greatest hamburger on the West Coast.
Yep, that's how it goes. One quick shout out to Matt. I guess he made a video for me. He's been doing pretty good work around here. And that's the thing. You and I have been signed up to his Patreon without us even knowing it. So, we're funding a terrorist organization probably.
Neat. And I thought that was going towards freedom. I didn't think it was going towards terror.
It's going towards terror towards the right people. I can assure that, but yeah, it was a little bit misleading.
The terror is towards the right group of people.
I'm glad you got a good laugh out of that. That's my goal for the day. Goals hit. We reached it.
It reminds me of Prescott Bush. He funded the he funded the right end of the terror because he funded both ends of terror in World War I. So he couldn't miss.
Yeah, it's a win-win situation. What are you talking about?
Well, with that, I thank you for being here, and I thank all of you for tuning in. You are free to go away.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day.
Places all. All join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LS, MFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gate. To right to your honey with the right and left date. Grand right and left around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see. LS, MFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a lucky strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a lucky strike.